now, Sir John, what do you think of that particular plate?
Well, those are very beautiful miniature watercolor drawings for stamps to instruct the engraver how to prepare the dies. Each of them, of course, is quite unique. The most interesting possibly today is the head of the young Queen Victoria, done from the Chalon sketch of Queen Victoria. It's about 100 years old and a very beautiful piece of work. It's surely up to us to try and get something equally good, if we can't do it better, for Her present Majesty today.
Naturally, Sir John.
Right.
And now, Sir John, what do you think of that particular plate?
Huh?
You can't quite hear. Would you
Can't hear,
shut
sorry.
that bit up?
Sorry.
Right?
I'm not used to shouting. And now, Sir John, what do you think of that particular plate?
Well, those are very beautiful miniature watercolor sketches done by artists to instruct the engravers in the old days how to prepare the dies. Each of the sketches is, of course, unique. Possibly the one which is of most interest today to the public would be this sketch of the young Queen Victoria, taken from the Chalon portrait of Her Majesty. It's just about 100 years old and a beautiful piece of miniature work. I think what we're all wanting is to try and get something equally good, if we can't do better, for Her present Majesty's stamps at the present time.
Naturally.
Of course, this plate is only one of many in this book on the Royal Collection. This book is, in a way, a memorial both to King George V and to King George VI. To King George V, because it describes in very great detail how he formed his collection and what is in the collection. And to King George VI, because it is personally dedicated to him, and in addition, he was the person who wished that it should be published. He always wanted, as far as was practical, to share anything that he had with his people. And you can't allow the whole of Great Britain to come into Buckingham Palace and inspect a collection. But in this volume, he did all that he could by allowing the most interesting and the most valuable stamps to be printed and put into the plates, so that as far as possible he should share his great collection with his subjects.
Right now.
It is also a memorial to King George VI. It is dedicated to him, and it was always his wish, as I think it was with anything that he owned, to share it as much as he possibly could with his subjects. With a great collection in Buckingham Palace, it's impossible to ask people to come in and inspect it. But by permitting all these very rare and interesting stamps to be photographed and reproduced, he did all he could to allow this contents of this great collection to be shared with all his people.